Hi, teacher and everyone. Today, I want to talk about the activity about Didactic of English. First of all, I want to start saying that my full name is Fray Blanco Rengifo. I am 21 years old. I am studying at the UNAT University. I am first semester and I am in the program of Licenciatura en Lenguas Extranjeras con énfasis in English. That's my principal information for me. I hope that you're very grateful with this. Uh, in a second place, I want to start saying what is the conception of the material of the development decades ago about the teacher with suffering with them. Many decades ago, there was the conception and that the development of material should only obey to illustrate the different teaching methods. In the same way, this standard was maintained with the expectation of the students to acquire learning. The development of material only addressed to need to show a science studied, but this story was poor in the sense that it didn't allow of the student to interact with, say, academic productions. So in that sense, I can infer that before the method of study was very poor because the teacher just focused on create some way to teach or try to illustrate some topic or assignment, in this case a new language, for example English. Yeah, but they didn't focus on the way in the way in the like the student I care the learning. Yeah, and that's really important because if we want to become a great or in a good teacher, we have to think in the way that our student can add some knowledge to their life. So that is really important. This concession is very important for me, but for that reason, I think that this concession in some decades ago was very incomplete. That's what I think about it. I'm so sorry, teacher. I believe that is it's not working. This ad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. One moment, please. Okay, teacher. Here we have another question. The second question is, what does developing material demand from teacher? Um, Here in this picture, we can see some qualities that the teacher have to have in this life of this profession to try to be a better teacher in this century, right? Let me read something about it, and after in other presentation, I will explain what I choose. For example, we'd say we need receptive, resourceful, and receptive teachers who are fair, able to see students as holistic, unique individuals, found of facilitating a learning process, avoiding the frustrations, willing to devote time to teach with louder, the key on minimizing different and maximizing similarities among students, ready to innovate in their teaching practice, willing to take and make teaching decisions, less eager to single out what should not have been done, and keep on praising attempt to perform that in different ways. Um, that's that's the that's the demand, yeah, from the teacher to or to create a good environment, to improve, to try to improve the way to teach. Yeah, it's really important to try to recognize these functions in our like in teachers. uh, HSDs were able to see students as whole, unique individuals. The concept is the teacher must pay attention to the form and style in which it of his student appropriate knowledge, um, to provide them with a particular teachings. Yeah, that's exactly what I think, because we have to be really, really really faithful, yeah, in the way that our students couch the knowledge, yeah, because we have to try to determine that our student, all our students are very different in their ways, but we have to try to make some relations here, or try to adjust to the ways to learn, and try to identify the individual qualities, and try to give them our best, yeah, for their knowledge, yeah, for that's attention, that's for that conclusions. We have a teacher have to very focus on the individual qualities. Another is form of facilitating a learning process and bearing the frustrations. Yeah, the teacher must always be attentive to find a new way to facilitate the learning process. That is that the student wishes to continue on learning through their pedagogical practices. Yes, that's really important. That's for me one of the most important things that we have to have in our material ways, or didactic way. For example, we have to try to find all the time some new way to make more sensitive, more easily our places. Yeah, because we have to try to catch our student, or to keep them, I don't know, maybe wishing that what we are teaching them. Yeah, that's really important. We as a teacher have to try always, all the time, make some strategies to be become the process, the learning process in a attractive process for them. Another reason is keep on minimizing different and maximizing similarities among students. This is really, really important if we want to create a good environment on our classrooms. The teacher must focus on generating relationships among the students in order to create a placement environment where they feel comfortable and motivated to learn. Yeah, this is really important, because if you feel very comfortable in your environment, in your classroom or something, so you will learn with more easily or faster than other being in other places. Yeah. So for that reason, we as a teacher have to create that conscience. We have to focus on keep on minimizing difference, and try to maximize similarities between each student. Yeah, because that will become our some student to be in confidence. Another is really to innovate in their teaching practice. Yeah, this is one of the most important qualities of the teacher in this century, because the teacher must always be on the lookout for creating our didactic strategies that allow students to internalize learning in an easy way. Yeah, we have to try to make or find or create. That's the most important. We have to be innovators in this way, because the knowledge have to share all the time. It's the same knowledge, yes, I know, but we have to share, as a teacher, we have to share the way to teach the student. Because if we start one way to teach some topic or some classes, but we never change that way to teach our student, with, I don't know, maybe be bored in our class, and that's not what we want. We have to create some methods that innovate our way to teach, and that is really important, and it's really amazing, because create in the student um, and innovate, and not innovate, yeah, but a good thinking about our process, or practicing a strategy to something. So uh, to finish with this, keep on praising attempt to perform talk in different ways. Yeah, the teacher must motivate the student to continue finding new ways or understanding the subject of the study. For this, they must recognize the work of the student. Yeah, I consider that when the teacher recognizes the work of the student, they they be uh, really motivate, yeah, to continue in this learning. Because if we as a teacher won't recognize their labor or their work as a student, they maybe fell down with our attitude, and they maybe leave to pay attention our classes. And for that reason, it's very important, if we want that our student becoming a great student or investigative or encouraged student, we have to keep on pressing attempt to perform that in different way. Yeah, it's really important. And the last is willing to take and make teaching decisions. The teacher must be ready to make the decision he considered to improve the teaching, learning environment and method. Yeah, we as a teacher have to be clear something in our mind. We have to prepare all the time, in all environment, to create and make some decisions if we want to improve our technical learning process. Or if, for example, if we notice that some students are not learning as the other student, we have to create some new ways to teach them. Yeah, and that's a decision, because you have to break up your old ways, and you have to create some new ways. Or for example, a new decision. Oh, no, I believe that all the time you as a teacher have to stay in this field, yeah, in the field to create a new decision or decisions to try to improve your way. So this is the bibliography. I I did the some paragraph to try to finish this work of astronomy inspired materials that the university provides us. Thank you so much. I hope you understand me everything what I want to say. In conclusion, I want to say that the student of this century have to be ready, uh, uh, focus on start a process of learning, but process in a complete way, because we can't just focus in our ways to teach. We have to focus more that in the way that the student catch what we are teaching them. Yeah, because it's really important to identify the necessities or the style to learn something, especially in this in this in this side, is a second language, is it's not easy for the student, but we have to make the difficult things like easy. Yeah, and thank you so much.